welcome to another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl, Royal Bose. And I am so proud of myself. I have been consistent. This is episode 14. 14. I would have stopped like 1,000 years ago. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. As always, you are appreciated here. You are loved here. And most of all, you are seen here. I have a very special guest here today. For those that have asked me how I stay in such good shape, although I haven't been to the gym in forever, I do have a entrepreneur guru, a gym fanatic. I would have to say maybe the best coach in Alabama. I would say the world, but I ain't worked out everywhere else, but that's neither here nor there. But I have Coach Trey Chaney here today with me today. What's up, Coach?
What's up? Good to be here. Yeah, you very consistent on the podcast, but not as consistent in the gym. Just gonna put that out there, but that's okay.
I've been to the gym, so I did the 75 hard challenge. And
yeah, I remember.
Even before then, I ain't been to the gym in a minute.
It's okay, but I mean, I saw you when I walked in the door. You kind of look fit. I don't know,
Walking.
Yeah, definitely walking.
Having a niece that I have to chase around.
Let's see if we had to clean. I don't know if you can still do what you was doing.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's okay.
I'm starting with a bar.
All the way back.
I'm starting all the way back. I tried in the gym by myself.
It's okay. It's not where you start. It's how you finish. You can't not finish
right
until you start.
That's true. I just have to stop starting over. I have to stay consistent.
You was locked in too.
And I just stopped
every day. I was so proud. We was making reels and
pictures
and before and afters, and then
that's what happened when you start thinking
the Middle Child Podcast came. Yeah. You were no longer a child of I Am Love Fitness.
I was like, I can do this.
Yeah, that's okay though.
But it's crazy though, because my brother said he saw my consistency with my podcast because I was working out.
Wow.
So I got to get back in the gym before.
Consistency comes in a lot of forms.
It does.
I was just telling my wife that the other day. I was just like, I literally have to work out because that is a part of my life.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot do anything in life if I don't go work out first.
Yeah.
My whole day be messed up.
Oh,
if
yeah.
I don't go work out. Like, I've been doing it so long. It's like almost like brushing my teeth, washing my face.
Yeah.
Like, I got to do it.
Because it pours over into everything else. If you're consistent with, like, your temple, then you're going to be consistent with everything else.
Baby, you better say it. Don't start preaching now. Hallelujah.
Yeah. That's what I've been saying to get myself back in the gym. Yeah. I was going to go this morning, but I was like...
Here's my thing about people that go to the gym and whatever they do. I don't care where you go. You don't have to come to I Am Love Fitness.
Yeah.
There are plenty of gyms across the state of Alabama, Birmingham, Bessemer, wherever. My suggestion as we get older in life is to stay active, get in the gym, but you also got to exercise what you eat. You can work out all day long and just be a strong fat person. I wrote it on my social media the other day. A strong, big, fat person.
That's crazy.
But you can also eat and lose weight and then don't look like nothing.
Yeah. So
people, you can go on a diet, you can lose weight, but nothing comes together. Like, you have to do it all. There's no cutting no corners. So, yeah.
It's just annoying, though, that the food takes majority of it. Like, if it was working out, I'd be like, bet, I can go to the gym. But it's the fact that I got to eat right.
Right.
That's what I hate.
Well,
because I don't like eating.
You are what you call, so you have different body types.
Yeah.
You got endomorph, you got mesomorph, and you got ectomorph.
Okay.
You're an ectomorph person. So ectomorph person is more of a thin build, and it's harder to build and get more weight on your body.
Yeah.
Which is fine. We saw you do it, but you have to be consistent in doing it. Same thing with somebody that's what I call a endomorph, which is bigger and have to lose weight. Now, I'm a firm believer. It's way easier to lose weight than it is to gain.
For sure.
Like, people fail to realize, like, I applaud you, pat you on the back. Number one, you're a woman. You don't build testosterone like a man.
Yeah.
So you don't build muscle, so you have to go the extra mile. And number two, building muscle is way harder than losing weight. You can just eat right and lose weight, but to build muscle, you got to eat. You got to work out.
Yeah.
You got to keep being consistent. Everybody talks about they want to build glutes and build quads. Baby, it's harder to build muscle than it is to lose fat.
It is. It's an everyday job.
And I'm going to be honest with you. I applaud people that do it, especially a woman, because you got to go a whole nother mile.
You do.
Than somebody like a man. Like, man, we build testosterone. We have that little cheat code. like men lose weight way faster.
Yeah.
Men can build muscle way faster. So yeah, women, y'all different.
I be so mad.
Queens. Big time queens. You know
I be so mad. But like, dang, he went to the gym for a month. He already
20 pounds down. Ass busting out the banjo. You been there your whole life. You got 2 abs. He got 6 or 9 pack. Yeah, I get it. I see it all the time.
Man,
it's so crazy.
Man. All right, so before we get deep into fitness,
okay.
If you could describe your life in one word right now, what would it be?
Persistence, man. Man, persistence.
Yeah.
It's just, man, my life has been so up and down over the last, I would say, 2 years, just from a business standpoint, a spiritual standpoint, a emotional standpoint, a personal standpoint, just being persistent, trusting God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, in every situation, just knowing that God got this.
Yeah.
I'm human. I can't make the clouds, go up. I can't make the sun come up. I can't make mountains move, but God can.
Right.
I can pray to him, and praying to him makes his hand move, and his hand structures everything from the universe down to the last little ant that's walking around. So yeah, I'm having to learn to trust God all over again in my life, which is so cool that I'm doing this podcast again.
Yeah.
Because like I told you earlier, I got something totally different.
Yeah.
Because of what I've gone through in just the last time I was here.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you think that you got to this point of the whole trusting God, kind of relying on where he's taking you right now?
Because I ain't had nobody else call. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't had nobody else call.
Yeah.
I went to jail. I was like, Mama, can you help me? She was like, I told your butt not to do all the stuff you was doing. Now do your time. I said, I don't want to talk to you. Put my dad on the phone. Put my dad on the phone. My daddy answered the phone. I said, Pop. He said, what? I said, man, I just need you to tell me something, man. I can't do no 7 years. What I need to do?
Yeah.
He gonna tell me one day at a time. I hung the phone up. Bro, you ain't got no answer. So then I realized, ain't nobody but God.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't rely on humans
to
do the real. Yeah, every now and then, you got somebody in your corner that's gonna look out. But when I say that, never ever forsook, never ever turn his back, no matter what I've done in life, always been there. Man, I'm rock out with God.
Yeah. I just made an Instagram post yesterday and I was talking about how God is just so gracious. Like his level of being gracious is ridiculous. Like,
bro, you can be 30 years of perfect.
Yeah.
In the world, in front of humans.
Yeah.
Like you can be 30 years of perfect. You make one bad decision. You can just say one wrong thing.
Yeah.
Like that woman, that principal at that school. And she was like, look, all the black people are leaving. Baby, she was a great principal all the way up until that point.
Yeah.
Baby, she ain't had a job since.
Man.
It only takes one time to mess
one.
up. And it's thankful to God that God doesn't judge us off of one. He gives chance after chance after chance.
Yeah.
Even the chances that we don't even know he gave us, he gives us that. And that's so great to know that you're not going to be scolded.
Yes.
Flogged. Flogged back in Bible time. You get hit with the whip. It tear your skin off.
Everybody.
You're not going to be flogged for one bad decision.
Yeah.
And you make bad decisions. Everybody in the world made bad decisions. We're gonna make mistakes. We're gonna do things wrong. We premeditate bad things. That's just part of being a human. I ain't do this. Adam and Eve put this on me.
Yeah.
Every time somebody say, "Why you do that?" I'm like, Adam and Eve did it. You know what I'm saying? So, at the end of the day, I just thank God that I'm not gonna be judged. At the end of the day, you're gonna be judged 1,000,000 times here on earth.
Yeah.
But I thank God that when the final say, when I take my last breath, I ain't got to worry about what y'all say no more.
Yeah.
I say y'all, but I'm just saying for real. I ain't got to worry about what people say about me no more.
Yeah.
Some people going to say I'm great. Some people going to say I'm perfect. Some people going to say he's great.
Right.
Some people going to say, oh, he ain't nothing.
But they said that about Jesus, though.
He sure did. Yeah. And he perfect.
Yeah.
So who am I?
He was perfect. Yeah.
Perfect. He ain't never made a mistake.
Yeah.
Only thing he did is made the tree wither because he ain't bad no fruit. Could you imagine being a fruit tree and you ain't had no fruit when Jesus walk up? Oh man, that sucks.
I would.
Jesus walk up and you ain't got no fruit and now you can't never bear fruit again. Bro, that's tough.
I would have been sitting there trying to
That's tough. I'd have been trying to, come on, bro. Get this apple out, bro. Come on, bro. For real. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You think about it. But that just go to show you, you got to be ready every time.
Yeah.
You don't know who gonna walk in the room. Imagine Jesus walking here right now. And you ain't got no fruit. You ain't got nothing to give him. And then he said, since you ain't got none, you ain't never gonna have fruit. I would be distraught.
Do you hear me?
Bro,
Do you hear
mean
me?
to tell me I'm only 41 years old?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I gotta go 40 more years and I can't bear no more fruit? Because I didn't have it when you came?
Man.
That's a whole word
like
right
when
there.
He get quiet on me.
Bruh.
When he go through that season of just not talking, I'll be about to lose it then.
I did this podcast not too long ago, and I said this. I was like, I remember when I got locked up, and I asked God, I said, man, please don't let me do all this time. Please don't let me do all this time. And I remember hearing his voice say, sometimes it's going to be a yes. Sometimes it's going to be no. Sometimes it's going to be not right now.
Yeah.
And right now, it's not right now. Baby, I did all them 6 years.
Okay. So for the people that don't know, you got to give us a synopsis of the time that you did.
I told you.
I mean, yeah, but the people who
6
don't,
years.
you got to tell them. Okay, set it up for us.
Okay, I walked in there on one day. I did 5.5 years and then 6 more months and I did 6 years. How do I? Okay. No, I'm just playing. I get what you're saying. I'm just joking. Nah, but for real though, yeah, like man, I was 2009 to 2012. I was that verse. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it says, for the love of money.
Yeah.
Is the root of all evil. It doesn't say loving money. Like money just makes options.
Right.
But for the love of money, you would do certain things that don't really matter.
Right.
And at that time, money was just like, I didn't care.
Yeah.
I would run a well dry if it worked.
Yeah.
Legal, illegal, I didn't care. As long as it didn't harm nobody. Like, I would never, that's the only reason I would make comeback.
Yeah.
Because I ain't never hurt nobody. I ain't never harmed nobody, but I was going to get the money. Yeah. Whether you wanted to be a part of it or not.
Right.
It was your choice.
Yeah.
You know. So basically I was making decisions to get money and make money legally and illegally. And to make a long story short, of course I was doing the drug stuff. At the time I owned a studio called T-Man Recording Studio, named T-Man in Charge. My name is Trey, so everybody was calling me T-Man when I was young, so it was T-Man in Charge. Yeah. And I when you're in them recording studios, everybody that come in, I dealt with a lot of rappers and late night shenanigans. Yeah. And it was just like, the drugs, the pills, the alcohol, the whatever. The women, it was just like every day, 24/7, 7 days a week. So my access to everything became easy.
Of course.
And to make a long story short on that part, it was like, oh, well, I know the man that got it. You need it? Now I'm the plug. Right. Because I'm the studio and everybody comes to the studio. So not only am I selling drugs, I got the women. I'm a promoter at the strip club. I'm promoting the club. So I'm promoting the club. I got everybody in the studio. I'm doing all this. Then it came down to some stuff. I was working for the government. Yeah. And, big time government employee, got access to all these accounts. Like I said, I never touched anybody that was alive. Yeah. And, kind of moving around. So my mindset was always, how can I get money and it not hurt anyone? Right. You know what I'm saying? Because some people get money and it hurt people. Of course. My mindset was always, how can I get money and not hurt anyone? And so I did those things and I found myself in a situation where I was getting money from what you call deceased accounts from when I was working at the government. And these accounts would be kind of dormant for 6 months. And what happened was, I remember I was a site land coordinator, so I kind of like make software and do things for the government, and that's what I did. And I remember my manager, she was like, hey, we need some help at the front desk. And I didn't really work the front desk, but just one day I just happened to work the front desk. Yeah. And this is how the devil operate. You ever don't do, people be saying the devil made me do that. No, he just create options. Yeah. This was my option. So I go to the front desk, man. I'm sitting at the front desk. This lady comes in. She's like, hey, when someone passes, like say for instance our granny or mother or whoever passes, we have to what you call kill their social security number so transactions don't continue happening on that person. Okay. So this woman would come into the office. I was sitting at the front desk. I was literally there for 10 minutes. I was only there for maybe 10, 15 minutes just to cover lunch. That's what I'm saying. The devil know, like, he ain't gonna do nothing. He just create options. Like when they say the devil didn't know it, then you want to do this. Right. This was just me and this woman. and my thirst for money.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so I'm sitting at the desk and this lady goes, "Hey, I need to kill off my ex-husband's social security number." And I said, "Okay." So I pull up the list and I say, "Okay." And she's pissed. She's like, "And that mother effer, he ain't leave me nothing, and he did this. We got kids." And I'm just sitting there like, "Okay, all right, whatever." Anyway, so she like, "This is his number, and this is what it is." So I pull it up and I look at it, and it's a money market account.
Yeah.
And the money market account started like $150,000.
Yeah.
I know that. I work at Social Security. Anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm like, "Hey, a lot of money. Can't nobody touch it." You know what I'm saying? So she's like, "I can't get it." His current wife had already passed, so he passed. So nobody could get the money. So the money had been sitting there for 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay. So now my antennas. You know, like Money Mike, what was your antennas? My antennas were hidden. So then I'm like, well, dang. So you mean tell me you can't get the money? He ain't had no kids. No, he don't have no kids. So what happens to the money? So she was like, well, what happens is it goes to the state. You know, the state goes to probate court and it has to sit in there. So it's going to sit there for a year or whatever until it happens. So I was like, so what happens to the money that currently was sitting in the bank? She's like, I don't know. I can't figure it out. And then I was like, well, I know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, so what I did was, I didn't even do anything right then. It's so crazy. Like I was just in a bind at the time because I had just started my business and I was just like, I only need maybe $600.
Yeah.
So I was just sitting there and I was just looking at everything and I was like, well, dang. So I just ended up writing the account number down in the bank and the information. I never did anything for that first month. But then, you know how you be going through a situation and then that situation gets harder and you feel like you're back against the wall and you know you got an out.
Yeah.
That was my out. So I think it probably was like maybe 2 months later.
Yeah.
I was just like, man, let me see what's going on with this account. So I pulled that account. It's still sitting there. Nobody's touched. Nobody's seen it. He may have been dead for 6 months. I was just like, she can't get it. I was like, okay, I'm going to do one thing. So I paid one thing on it. And I didn't pay it out of my account. What I did is, I was very, I hate to say this, but it is what it is. I was a good schemer.
Okay.
So I had set it up to where at that time, PayPal was just coming out with sending people debit cards.
Okay.
All right. So I set the debit card up to go to a house that I was looking at. I wasn't going to purchase, but I just was acting like I was going to purchase. So it would send the debit card there. So once the realtor let me see the house, after she left, I would go back to the mailbox and get the debit card. They'd let you know when they sent it. Yeah. Okay. So I was on some other stuff.
Yeah.
Too much behind the scenes. Anyways, so I go get the debit cards in that person's name. So I paid one thing on it. And I just kind of sat around and waited. It was something cheap. It might have been like a cell phone bill. I don't even think it was nothing really big. I just wanted to see what was going to happen. So 2 months went by. Nobody came. Manager didn't come. Nobody came from like the FBI, Oh, shit, no, nothing crazy happened. Yeah. So I was like, well, dang. So it was like 150,000. I think it was like 148,000 and maybe like 78 cents. I mean, $78 now because I spent like $16. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, so after that, I went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting hit on some other stuff and they started kind of investigating. They found that out. Yeah. So 6 years later, I got out.
You know what I'm saying? It started a gym. Yeah. Dang. All right. So.
Yeah.
That's so.
Yeah.
I can see why you got out and just wanted to separate from that. But what got you into fitness while you were in?
Oh, so I played football at the University of Alabama, Birmingham,
right.
And I got my degree in exercise science and fitness leadership.
Okay.
Kinesiology. So that's what I did. Like I was doing that beforehand. I just wasn't taking it serious. Like I was working at the YMCA. I wasn't doing no fitness. I was just trying to holler at women. I went, baby, do 2 curls and then call me later. Like I went on. I was being a young man at the time. Yeah. So I knew I wasn't going to be able to work for anyone because I'll never forget this. And I tell this story all the time. Before I ended up actually having to go to prison, I'll never forget. I stayed in Clay Chalkville and on Roebuck in Center Point, they built this new Popeyes. And they was building new Popeyes and they was like hiring. And at the time I wasn't working anywhere. I was just working for my little studio. This is when I first went on leave from the government.
Okay.
And I was still getting a check, but they stopped my check after 3 months. So I was like, well, dang, well, I'm going to get, I was making like $50,000 a year, 22. I'm going to get some money. So I was like, I'm going to go work for Popeye.
Yeah.
So I was like, they hiring that little dude. You know, back then they used to have a dude out there with the little sign dancing. So I went in there. That lady pulled me up. She was like, babe, we can't hire you. I was like, this is Popeye. Like, what you mean? I ain't going to do a flip fry. What am I steal from Popeye?
Right.
Some chicken fingers?
Yeah.
Like, so yeah. So that's when I knew, I ain't going to be able to work for nobody. I'm going to have to work for myself.
Dang.
So I started a lawn company the day after. Start cutting grass and then doing the studio. It was crazy. Like that was an eye opener for me. And once I fell in love with being an entrepreneur, I'll never go back. It's impossible.
Working for somebody is just crazy.
Yeah, the whole fact of working all week for 2 weeks and waiting on somebody to send me a check just don't resonate with me. And that, no offense to nobody.
Yeah,
what's for you is for you. Like I agree. If you like security and you like to not know when your money gonna come, because there's been some times where I've been sitting there with $1 or negative account. Like I'm serious.
Yeah.
Like a negative, and I ain't talking long time. I'm talking about recent.
Yeah.
Account negative. I got a couple accounts, but I'm talking about the big boy account negative.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there like, hey, yo, if you don't like that rush, stay into your 2-week check, because this ain't for the week.
It's definitely
because baby, you could be sitting here with $100,000 a day, and tomorrow you could be sitting here talking
especially
about
having a gym
bankrupt.
Because you have people who just not clearly not consistent.
Yeah, it's up and down. I mean, and you still got to make payroll, and we pay every week.
Yeah,
and ain't nobody gonna be sitting around talking about something. Well, I don't care about what you got going on with my check. I worked all week last week. I need my check. Yeah, it's serious. So being an entrepreneur, everybody was talking about being the boss, being the CEO and all that, man. Baby, that don't mean nothing to me no more. Like, I don't care nothing about the boss.
It's a different world.
Man, they just serious out here.
Yeah.
I got 9 employees. You think, let me miss one Friday. Yeah, you laughing. Let one Friday go by and them folks don't get their check.
Or you calculate it wrong.
Anything.
It's a wrap.
Thanks for a CPA and they do it, but baby, let them miss 1 week. Be yellow tape all around. I am Love Fitness. Body bags hanging outside. Them folks don't nobody play about you. Play about your money?
No.
Let your check not come when it's supposed to. Yeah, like no.
That's why
I pay them for. I took myself off payroll plenty of times.
That's why
I ain't on the payroll right now. Trying to make them folks get good. I ain't lying.
That's why I'm laughing, because I only got 2 people to pay right now. That's my operations manager and my editor. That's why
got 3 full-time employees.
Jeez.
Contracted the whole 9. Let one not go through. $10,000 payroll a month. Yeah. Think it's a game.
Yeah, Trey on 10 today.
Yeah, I told you it's going to be different this time. It's serious right now. I'm in a bind.
So we keep saying this time, because our Trey came like when I first started the podcast like a month ago, and
yeah, I had Phoenix.
And we had to discard that one because it was just like a lot going on. Trey is a amazing husband and father.
Sometimes don't tell my wife. She was just fussing at me this morning, slammed the door and walked out. But I'll take it.
We're women. It wouldn't be a day if we don't say something.
Yeah, this is just we don't. Our house be usually calm, but it's all good, you know. I know how to take my place.
So yeah, he's Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix was here last time, and he was just making too much noise.
Phoenix should have been on the podcast.
Next time we just gonna sit him, let him do it. I'm gonna sit over there and just record. Yeah, he had his own part.
You know, I was thinking about doing a babies one with my niece and other babies. That's gonna be interesting. But okay, let's rewind just a little bit.
All right.
Because normally when people hit that rough point, I'm sure I'm gonna jump out and say at least 90% of people began to question God. So when you were in for 6 years, did you ever have a moment where you was just like, man, is God real?
Oh, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Yeah, my first 6 months, I didn't believe in God. I was whole. So when I first went in, it was crazy because I literally had put a pill in, and I thought I was not going to be actually having to go into prison. So when I saw I was there and I really realized I wasn't leaving, I was just like, God, you're not real. Because I felt like, baby, before I went in, I was like at everybody's church.
Yeah.
Praying, fasting, up there at the pulpit crying, boo-hooing. They putting covers over me. You know how they do when you all that for like 3 straight months before I had to go report to prison. So when I got to prison, I was like, bro, you ain't real. Like I did all that, bro. Out here losing weight, and I was fat at the time. I only lost like 2 pounds, but it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, I did all this stuff, and you still let me do this time, and I'm finna have to do all the time. No, you ain't real. So I gave up on Christianity. Yeah, all the way. And, you know, in prison, like, they don't have nothing to do but read and worship. So it was just like, I tried every prison. I tried every religion while I was in prison. Yeah. Literally, I tried them all. And what was so crazy, I was doing the peace offerings. I was doing the 5 prayers a day. I was Buddhism, Judaism, Muslim, whatever. Baby, if I had to pray... And I'll tell you for everybody's story. If I had prayed any prayer, and something would have came through the clouds, I would have been locked in, forever. Because at the time I wasn't hearing nothing. And so I was locked in for the first 6 months of just everything, baby. I used to be in there. Hashitashi in 2000 to everything. Yeah. I was going to Muslims on Wednesday, Judaism on Tuesday. I did everything for Christianity the first 6 months. I ain't hear from nobody. Yeah. Ain't nobody said nothing. Nobody came through the clouds. Nobody tapped me on the shoulder. Ain't nobody wake me up and I ain't have not now dream. Nobody said nothing. I said, you know what? Let me go on back over here. Yeah. See what they're talking about over here. And that's when I realized that God was real. And that's when I said earlier, like, he sometimes say yes, sometimes he say no, sometimes he says not right now. And that was my not right now moment because he wanted me to go through that to realize that he was the only true and real God. Yeah. And even though he didn't allow me not to go through prison, he walked with me through while I was in prison. Right. And something I realized as I got, you know, deeper into my deeper into my faith is that God never said you're not going to go through anything. He just said he's going to be with you while you go through it. Yeah. And while I was in prison, after those first 6 months of me trying to find all these different religions and find this God that never came, I realized that I had more peace from after those 6 months of being in prison to the time I got out while I was there than I've had since I've been home. I mean, I know that's crazy to say. And I say this all the time, but the joy I had from just being able to wake up, work out, read, didn't have a care in the world. Of course, I couldn't see a woman, but I only got one woman now, so I ain't gonna talk about that. I'll say this: the mind wanders out here with so much going on.
Yeah, it's a lot of temptation.
Not even temptation. I'm not tempted to do anything. My mind's so locked in where I'm at, right, with my family and just that's not even nothing anymore. I mean, just the mind moves so much with just so much going on in my life to where when I was locked up, it wasn't nothing but wake up, work out, read, eat, talk to somebody on email, call whoever, back to sleep. That's all it was. The peace. Yeah. The joy of just not having to worry about anything. It's no worries. I knew I was going to get out one day, but when you in year 1 and you know you got 6.5 years, it was like, baby, I got time today. Got time every day. Yeah. I got time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that was like a routine. And once I realized that God had me through all of those processes and everything that I was dealing with, it was just in hindsight, it was a nice, joyous moment to look back. And now, every time I look back, and I got, some of my partners that I was locked up with, we always talked about it. Don't even feel like I was locked up after the first 6 months. The first 6 months because I was still trying to live in the world. Like, that's one thing I will say. And most guys that I know that get locked up, when you first get locked up, unless you did 2 or 3, times, the first time, you're in your mind, you're still trying to live outside. So that's hard because you still trying to, at the time I had a business and I thought I was going to get, so I'm still trying to run the business from jail. Yeah. I'm still trying to talk to women that I was talking to from jail. I'm still trying to figure out what they doing. Where you went today? Baby, it don't matter. You got 6 years. That girl, she ain't studying you. You know how many We just gonna leave it at that.
Yeah.
It's still out there, and you in here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to. Well, mama, what the lawyer say?
Yeah.
Well, daddy, what the lawyer say? Well, what he say? Well, what the appeal got going on? Well, what you still trying to live. And once I realized, baby, you not getting out. You finna do this time.
Yeah.
And once told me, he was like, bro, when I first got there, I'll never forget. His name was when he first got there, he was youngin'. We called him old school. He told me, he's like, bro, I was youngster when I first got here.
Yeah.
I'm old school. And I said, how long you been? He said, I've been here 26 years. I said, well, God, dog. I ain't got that long.
Yeah.
So I'm good with my little seat.
Yeah.
But anyways, he told me, he said, I done seen hundreds and hundreds of men come in this federal prison talking about they got to appeal. He said, I've seen 0 get out. Jeez. And I ain't listening. I said, no, my lawyer told me. He said, all right. He said, okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're not getting out. Okay. You get that federal time, you're gonna do it. I suggest don't do the crime. You won't do the time. Well, now if you got $1 million nowadays, if I had $1 million back then, I'd have hit Trump. You know what I'm saying? He let you out.
You pardon me.
But listen, if I had $1 million, I know I would have sent it, baby. Man, what?
Yeah.
He let you out for the meal. Everybody that got time right now, I don't care what you done.
You better
call Trump. Big DT.
Man.
He let you out.
Yeah, he just let the Chrisleys out.
Man, he don't care who you are. He let NBA Youngboy out too, and Larry Hoover. Larry Hoover? Man, come on, man. Larry Hoover killed everybody.
Oh, wow.
But okay, it don't matter,
Dang.
Big DT.
Man.
So, yeah, that's my story.
Yeah.
And that's how it went. And, yeah, prison. I'm not saying you should go to prison to figure it out. I'm just saying I needed an out.
Okay.
Because I don't feel like had I not went into the system or went to prison, I would have been where I am today. And had I gotten to this place, it wouldn't have happened that fast. I'd probably been 60 years old, and that's too late.
Yeah.
You talking about training 20 and 30 and 40-year-old people at 60, they ain't happen. They want to see you. But, when I got out at 33, I still had a chance.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think that's that. I'll jump out on a limb and say that's that gracious side of him.
Oh, yeah.
It could have went so much worse.
Oh, babe, I was looking at 25 years for sure.
See, it could have went so much worse,
Definitely
but it was that gracious side. Yeah. All right, so did he reveal the gem to you while you were locked up?
He didn't necessarily reveal it, but I will say this, the word of God says in Isaiah that you are to write it down and make it plain.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer that you shouldn't wait on God.
Habakkuk.
Yeah. Like you shouldn't. Like people always talking about, I'm waiting on God to show me this. I'm waiting on God.
Yeah.
I don't really feel like if you look at every great person in the Bible, whether it was a woman, whether it was Ruth, whether it was Boaz, whether it was Moses, whether it was Abraham, whether it was Isaac, Jacob, John, whoever.
Yeah.
They just went and did what they did, and then God walked with them.
Yeah.
And so I realized something. I said to myself, myself said, huh? And I said, if I'm going to go out here and I'm going to say that I'm going to do training, I knew I was a good person.
Right.
Because even though I did all I did, like I said, I never hurt anyone.
Right.
Like it was always just me trying to get money. And even then, I was helping people. I was paying women mortgages and rent and car notes and always helping people. So even when I came home, people supported me and helped me. So it was more so... I'm going to go out here and I'm going to train. And I said, I'm going to do 1 year of training. And then once I get to a certain amount of members or clients, I'm going to open my own gym. And then once I get to a certain amount of opening my own gym, I want to build it. I had it all written out. So it wasn't like good luck. Yeah. It was more so, okay, God, I'm planning this. I need you to walk with me because you walk me in here. So that means you walk with me in the downness, in the hardships, that means you can walk with me in greatness.
Right.
And that's how God does. He just wants us to walk with him, and he going to walk with you. And so it's not that it's good luck. It's not that it just kind of fell on me. It was kind of like me and God, we talked about this, and I had 5 years to do it. So I said I was in for 6 months.
Yeah.
It still took me another 6 months to get my mind right. So it took me about a year to get my mind already right. And then I got in trouble. I got shipped to Memphis. But those last 3 years, me and God walked every day. Every day. It was so crazy. I was running from my counselor trying to get out of doing work. And they had this little thing on the board that said, what was it? I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was basically a class that was teaching like the ABCs of Christianity, and it was so babyish, like 23rd Psalms, the Father's Prayer, like the books of the Bible, all the things I learned when I was little. Like I grew up in a faith-based home. Like my mother is a minister, my dad is a deacon. Like I grew up in a faith-based home. So Sunday school, usher boy, junior deacon, all the stuff. Like every day I was at church, so I knew all these things. But I went to the class to get out of doing work with her, and so what happened was I was able to start class. Well, from that, I didn't want to go back to work with her because she was on me so hard all the time, and they treat, inmates so hard in prison. Mm-hmm. So I ended up, there was something else that came about, and it was like, hey, now that you've done this, you can get your degree in theology. And I was just like, all right, hopefully I ain't got to do, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John again. You know what I'm saying? Like Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers. I don't want to learn the books of the Bible, but this was more so really an in-depth learning college courses to get a theology, and that sparked my interest because I'm always one of those people who want to learn something that I don't know. Yeah. So I started out doing things that I didn't know, and it just kind of led to me. And then, 2 years later, I got a theology degree. So and then I got out and I've been ordained as a minister. So all of these things came about, and I'm just running from her. God got to always send you up. You know what I'm saying? So it was just so crazy. And I don't go out here and be like, yes, I'm an ordained minister. I'm not one of those I'm trying to be perfect type people. Yeah. I just do what I think God called me. I ain't perfect. I made some very bad decisions since I've been home. Yeah. I ain't perfect. I made bad decisions. I done did things I shouldn't have did, and I'm human. But like we talked about, we thank God for the mercy and the grace time after time after time. But here I am to say that I am still here. I'm still walking with God. I've made my bad decisions, but He still elevated me to be able to continue to do what He's called me to do. And I'm just thankful to God that I can support my family. Yeah. I can support other people. I was telling my wife this. I was like, I think one of the biggest and one of the greatest things that I feel, and I love waking up, being able to help people be able to live in their life. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have full-time employees. Yeah. I have part-time employees. Like, what I do is a depiction on how they live their life. Yeah. Like, every decision I make, people are going to feel it. Yeah. Like, the decisions I make, people are going to feel it. Yeah. Whether it's over the 400 members we have at the gym, it's my employees, it's people at my church. I'm over team ministry at the Star Church. We have over 300 students there now. Yeah. So when we started, it's like 40 something. When I took over, it was like, oh, now we over 300. So it's just like every decision I make, I have to think about how is this gonna affect someone else? Right. Not just my, most people just maybe affect your wife and your children. But my decisions affect hundreds of people. And so when I decided to look at that, it changed the way I move, the way I think. Now, I ain't gonna lie, Phoenix had a lot to do with that because I still was out here acting a fool when I first got home. Yeah. You stick a man in prison for 6 years. Yeah. So anyway, I finally got married. I should slow down. Yeah. But, it was just like, wow. So I thank God that He didn't give up on me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people do. And people still do. But I thank God that He still walks with me. He still talks to me. He still tells me. Yeah. Ain't that a song? Yeah. I thought it was. That you're His own. Yeah. I just want to see if you was going to say it. I was thinking,
you done went so many different places. I'm trying to keep my thoughts in.
Yeah, sorry.
No, you good. That was good. One, it keeps you relatable. Yeah. Like, granted, it's one thing about meeting a minister, a pastor, or somebody who's not giving you the KJV version. Yeah. Like, I want the amplified. Yeah, I want the message. You see what I'm saying? I want somebody who life reflects it. Like, you're telling me about God, and I see that you make, you're not perfect, but yet He still is like with you.
Man, He's still rocking with me.
Like, that's just.
He's still rocking with me. I ain't lying. He's
one within itself. And then two, carrying your testimony. It reminds me of the Bible story where the man was at the well and God said, do you want to be made whole? Mm-hmm. And then he was like, well, ain't nobody here to push me. That's not what I asked you. I said, do you want to be made whole?
Right. Straight up.
So then it's like, all right, boom, bam. And he was like, take your mat with you. Your mat is your testimony. Wow. Like your mat is like, why
come through, Pastor? Pastor Royal Boyos?
You can't leave your mat here because people have to see, because they're going to remember like, oh, dang, that was him by the water.
Now,
he is
you preaching that? Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm just saying.
On her. I see you.
I'm just trying to get
somebody been in that Bible. Man, okay, then. Hey, don't keep going.
Cause baby,
hey, ain't nothing you're dealing with on this earth not in there.
Man, nothing. It's literally
only difference is we got a camera to take a picture and a video of it. Ain't nothing changed.
The Bible is a whole soap opera,
bruh.
It's a whole from the beginning
to the end. What you talking about, man? Listen. Man, don't make me preach. I was finna go in. So I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't even know how much time I'm gonna leave that alone.
Cain killed
all
people.
The way.
That's the
cause he's back. Cause of his.
That's in the first book.
Straight out the gate. Man, he ain't even get nobody time.
And still had grace.
Still had it.
Like you're gonna suffer, but can't nobody touch you though. Like I'm gonna let you live, but you gonna be untouchable, but you gonna feel it. And it's just like that's gracious, even with. And that's old. Okay, whatever.
Go ahead. Do your thing. I'm learning. Keep going.
Saying.
Do your preach.
I love talking to people who actually use their testimony. Because for a while, I was scared. Like, people like, oh, you used the model? Yeah.
Revelation 1:6 says this. And I'm going to leave this at that, however you want to take it. It literally says this verbatim. I'm going to put my little spin on it.
Okay.
That you will be saved by the blood of the testimony. That's Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And the testimony of your heart.
Yeah.
By the blood and the testimony of your heart. People will come to Jesus by your testimony.
Literally.
And it's only because you went through a test.
Man.
Like, yeah, I went to prison, but people always talk about prison, but the test could have been somebody losing a child. The test could have been somebody hitting an accident. The test could have been you working out. Yeah. Stopping. Doing nothing, going vogue, and then come you're laughing, but I'm serious. For like 90% of the people that come to I Am Love Fitness is not a physical problem. Mm-hmm. It started somewhere else.
Of course.
And the wholeness of the person is, I got into this exercise, and I did a study on depression and how exercise alleviates taking meds and taking pills and all this because exercise is a stress reliever. Mm-hmm. And when people usually start working out and they feel better about themselves, their mentality gets better, their spirituality, their emotionally, their sociality, all of these things get better because they exercise and they got in better shape mentally, physically, because you really literally cannot go anywhere until your mind goes there first.
That's true.
I ain't getting up going no gym. My body can't get to the gym till my mind say go to the gym.
Yeah.
My body not going nowhere. My mind don't tell it go. When last time your body was somewhere at your brain? You left your brain on the bed pillow? Exactly. Okay, so usually 99.9% plus that 0.1% of the time, which is 100, your body is only going where your mind tells and where your mind goes first.
Yeah.
So with that being said, nobody's doing anything in life unless they tell their body to do it.
Yeah.
Whether that's tangible or intangible.
Yeah.
You see? Like I might can touch it or I might can't touch it.
Yeah.
But I ain't got to tell myself to breathe and know that I need air.
Yeah.
I ain't going to say, Trey, breathe. No, bruh. I know I need to breathe. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? Like that's just life, so
that's true.
That's how I look at everything.
That is true. Dang, that's so true. And like you said, like just working, because I remember when I first started working out, I think last year, I went for the wrong reasons. I didn't go for health reasons. I went because I wanted that glow up.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
But then after being in there, you start seeing, dang, this helps me spiritually, this helps me
everything
mentally. And then it shifts.
And then sometimes, like for me, obviously I'm the head coach. Obviously, I'm the gym owner.
Yeah.
So for me, it's not so much for me anymore. I done had it all. I done had abs. I done been fat. I done been small. I done been big. I done been in shape. I done been able to squat 5,000 pounds, deadlift 5,000 pounds. I done had good knees and bad knees. I done been doing a muscle up and couldn't do a pull up. I done did it all. So for me, it's not so much for me anymore. It's so that people can see what it looks like to come from nothing to something. Mm-hmm. And so for me, it's so I can inspire someone else. Whether it's I'm training a 5-year-old athlete that wants to play soccer or a college football player that's going to Alabama next season, or a woman that just had a surgery on her knee and can't walk, or whatever the case may be, my mindset is to be the motivation and inspiration so people can know that they can do it. Mm-hmm. Because that's all I am.
Yeah.
I don't care There's 1 million trainers in Birmingham, in Alabama.
For sure.
There are 3,000 gyms all across the state of Alabama. There's nothing that I Am Love is better at than any other gym in Alabama. The only thing that is different is can I resonate? Can I motivate people to keep showing up?
Yeah.
That's what separates trainers. That's it. You can only do so many burpees, so many squats, so many deadlifts, so many pull-ups. I don't care how. You ain't doing no different squat here that you can do at another gym. I'm sorry. If you show me a different barbell back squat that they doing with a different bar, I'm going to show you, baby, we can do it the same way right here. Yeah. Ain't nothing different. The only difference is, can I motivate you to stay consistent?
Yeah.
And am I going to be calling and texting you? Well, yeah, y'all know how I get. You going to get them eyes. After I ain't seen y'all in a couple of weeks, I don't even know if you still in the group, but I'm still sending stuff. Like, hey, I ain't seen you. Now, I know I was out because I was sick, but I don't want to do this by myself.
Right.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Can I keep you accountable? Can you keep me accountable? Accountability is what keeps I Am Love Fitness going.
That's true.
Whether it's from the coaches, from who I hire, everybody don't fit the mold.
Yeah.
You know, you done seen trainers, coaches come and go through there. You good for the 3 months, you gone. I truly believe that God puts everyone in your life for 2 things, a reason or a season. So you're going to be with me for a season.
Yeah.
And that may create just one reason.
Yeah.
Or you may be in there for a reason and that creates a full season.
Yeah.
We're going to figure that out as we keep rocking out.
Dang, that's good. I hear you, guys. I hear you.
Yeah. So, yeah. That's that.
I hear you. He's like, do you get it now? Okay. Yeah, I got it. Dang.
He'll send it to you in a dream or through somebody. He'll send it through somebody now. I'm learning too, though.
It just be.
You almost started preaching.
It's like you just.
I was about to get my notes out with my phone. I was about to pull my phone. I started taking notes.
You can't shake it.
You can't.
You cannot shake it. This podcast for sure is here because over the years he just had people telling me, and I tried to start a podcast before, but it wasn't by myself. He kept saying like doing by yourself. And he even told me he was like the middle child. I was like the middle child. I mean, I'm not doing it.
You got the baby, you got the big adult, but you the middle.
Man, I hear you again.
Yeah, if he can speak through an ass, he could definitely speak through a human.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
The people that can talk. So we can.
Yeah, but some people be talking about nothing. So definitely, you got to definitely vet who you talking to. So baby,
if it don't touch and agree.
I just left the barbershop. Everybody be at the barbershop. We just made came in and I said, boy, get me out of here. So yeah, definitely vet who you talking to.
Man, because they'll say whatever. All right, Trey, before you go. All right. One, because I've been forgetting to ask this question. Are you the middle child?
No, I'm the baby. Definitely the little one, the last one of the buck. I got 3 older sisters, 2 that lived in home, and my dad had a girl, I say a woman. Yeah. It was my big sister before he married my mother. So, so I got 3 older sisters, a whole bunch of cousins, no brothers, but I got a whole bunch of brothers in Christ. So, you do. You do. The definitely. Fantastic Four. That's what I call your friend group. Like it's always 4 y'all. Yeah. Fantastic. We added a new one now, so it's actually 5 of us now.
Dang.
We got Jeff now.
Okay.
Big Jeff, not the little one.
The 5 heartbeats. That's what I'm gonna call you.
The whole new name, yeah.
Because it's 5 of y'all now.
Yeah,
okay.
5 of us.
Before you go, what would you tell people? What do you want people to just know that we haven't already shared? Because we didn't.
About me or just about
in
life?
General, just what advice would you give people right now?
It's so much I have.
Go for it.
Man, just whatever you believe in, do it. Like if you believe, I know my mama gonna beat my head in for saying this, but I don't care what you believe in. Believe in something.
Okay. Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna say, oh, I know I trust Jesus and I feel like he's the only way.
Yeah.
But if you don't trust Jesus and you don't feel like that's the way, believe in something so you have a hope.
Yeah.
That's just my personal mindset.
Yeah.
Because when you ain't got nothing else and you ain't got nobody else, you need to have a hope in something so you don't take yourself out.
Yes.
That's just me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Because you know, when you don't have nothing and you don't feel like you have a way out, you'll crash out.
Yeah.
So my mindset has always been have a hope, believe in that hope, and go the extra mile to do whatever that hope has you to do.
Yeah.
Because it might not be God. If your hope is in a brick, then let that brick tell you go do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
Seed, though, but go
Move a mountain.
Work on it.
However you want. Hey, here's my thing.
Yeah.
And this is my personal thought.
Okay.
I'd rather believe in Jesus and get to heaven and die and find out Jesus was not real than to not believe and die and get there and find out he was real and he'd be like, I never knew you. That's the worst. Those are the worst. That's the worst sentence I could ever hear. Depart from me because I never knew you. Bruh, there is no coming back from that. You feel me? Like, there's no coming back. I done been hot. I done been on football fields in the summer. I done been in a prison with no air. Yeah. I done woke up in the middle of the night. My wife turned the air and the fan off. Baby, I hate being hot.
Yeah.
Hot, I hate. So there's no way I can do time in hell. But there's no coming back. There's no relief.
It's none.
There's none. So I am not going to get there and just be like, bro, no, bro. I'm going to be up there, boy. We're going to be negotiating. Ain't going to be no crying for what? Ain't no
crying now.
Bro, I'm going to be up there, boy, negotiating. Like, bro, you mean to tell me I did all this stuff, bro? I said all these people, bro. I talk all these folks to you. You ain't let me, bro. You got to let me in, bro. I promise you, I just clean the gold road, but I don't even require a lot.
All you gotta do is believe.
That's it.
You just gotta believe.
That's
it.
Just believe.
Just believe.
I'm always sold out. Like I said, I'm gonna get there and find out he ain't real. I'm gonna be like, cool, we still in him. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna get there and not believe it. Then be like, hey, depart from me. I never knew you know.
Man, it's crazy that you say that because I was telling people how I'm considering going back to school. Thinking about going back to school to be an attorney because I feel like that's what God told me to do. And people just like, well, you know,
that's what he told you to do. Go.
And that's what people like. They're like, well, if it ain't doing what it's supposed to do, I said, I just can't afford to disobey him. Yeah, imagine living on this earth and disobeying him.
Or imagine him giving you something you not use. You know where all the people with all the potential at right now?
In the graveyard.
They in the graveyard. All the potential. He gave them some. Miss Jake is still, she's 90 years old, still in the front. I'm fighting for the Lord on the main line, baby. You ain't doing nothing. You just sitting on the front row.
Because he told you what to do.
He told you what to do 70 years ago. And you still on the front row talking about you fighting for the Lord. No, you just waving your fan because it's hot in here. And like I said, I don't like being hot, so I ain't going there.
Man.
So that's what's up. Yeah.
You can't even get a lick of water.
None. Oh, you remember what's his name? Lazarus said, can you just put a dip of water on my tongue?
Yeah. Can you go back and tell my brothers?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that.
We're not giving you no water.
We're not going to tell nobody.
He might have told his brother, but he ain't gonna know. You in hell. You ain't gonna know what he told. But they just go to show you. Could you imagine? See, that's a depiction. That might be for a whole nother podcast. But that lets you know that heaven can see the people in hell and people in hell can see heaven. Could you imagine being hungry? I'm sorry, let me get back on here. You ain't ate in 6 days. Yeah. You hungry. And you can see the people with the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and the barbecue sauce. But you can't have it.
And it's dripping.
They with the lemonade, the hot fries.
And the cookies and cream milkshake.
That's basically how that was.
Oh my goodness.
Like you're in agony. Yeah. You're hot. You know, they talk about worms eating on you. You just want a drip of water on your tongue.
Yeah.
Nope. But you can see the people living in goodness.
Up there with ice water.
Bruh, that's the worst. If I'm listen, while I was in prison, I don't want to see people doing good.
Having fun.
Just let me be in prison. Like you could get a TV, but nah.
Yeah.
I don't want to see people just having a great time all day and I'm stuck over here. That's tough. Yeah. Man. And God set that up like that. But yeah, you get your mind right, but get right. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah, just believe. Just believe. Confess with your mouth and believe.
Middle child.
That God raised Jesus from the dead.
Yeah. Woo! Jesus was definitely a middle child. He definitely. You like?
Was he for real?
Yeah.
I know he had. Who was
Man, he had so many older brothers and
he did.
Yeah, and younger.
And then the younger one was
all of them. I ain't gonna say he was the middleest child, but he was in the middle.
He wasn't the first of the.
Nah, he wasn't definitely one of the first.
Man, what was his little brother? Okay,
James.
But
I'm just talking about all the descendants. That's what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna mean like actually came from Mary. Yeah, I'm just talking about the whole capacity of the lineage he came down.
Yeah.
That's crazy when you think about it.
Especially his, yeah.
This is
Okay.
go to show your life means a lot.
It does.
Whatever comes through your loins.
Yeah. You are not a mistake. There is purpose
Definitely
for you.
not a mistake.
There is purpose in everything else. Tap into it. Yeah, tap into it.
Yeah.
Just tap into it. All right. I don't even know. I feel like I had another question, but what else you got to add to the people before I close this out? Because I'm just full right now.
Hey, I ain't really got much.
Okay.
I am a consequence person. Like, I don't know how to say this. Like, I look at everything that I'm doing in my life going forward. For every choice and decision that I make, there's consequences.
Yeah.
Good or bad. But my consequences are just not for me, or we talked about earlier. What I do
It's for a multitude.
is it has an effect on everyone.
Yeah.
Not just my wife and my children and my family, but people that my members.
Yeah.
The church, the gym, the park that I'm a president. I'm president of Youth Sports and Iron. That what I do matters.
Yeah.
So I make decisions based off knowing that.
Yeah.
I ain't always done it, but I'm definitely making sure I do it now.
Yeah, that's good.
You know?
That's
so
powerful.
when you look at your life and you say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, you really have to think about what effect is what this one decision right now is gonna make.
Yeah.
You know, that's serious.
Yeah.
You know, I was reading a study that talks about that. Your brain is such a tool and it's better than any computer, better than any software, better than anything that you can do. Your brain makes a decision 0.8 seconds before you consciously know you made that decision. So when somebody say, I pulled the trigger and didn't know it, that's true. Because your brain, it's a study that's been done that your brain does that.
Yeah.
But here's the significance of what that decision is. What you put into your brain, in your system, will make your brain do it before you consciously know it. So what you're putting in your system, what you're putting in your mind, will make the decision before you consciously know it.
Stop.
So if you pull the trigger and you kill somebody and you didn't realize you did it, it's because of what you've been putting into your system.
I'm finna go. That reminds me of Paul and Silas.
Hey.
When they was in jail.
Yeah, they were definitely there.
Tied down. Literally praise. What you put inside of you comes out. You are locked up. You're bound.
Yeah, but
and
they
the
were
fact
never
that you
bound.
had praise in you, that's what came out. It showed. I'm finna run about it.
And the jail came open and they ain't even leave. They could have left. They ain't even leave. And because of what they did, it affected it. What I just talked about. What they did affected everybody else.
I'm about to run about
and all them folks came to the good Lord.
I'm finna run up out of here.
Because all they did was pray. All they did was pray while they was in town. I mean, in prison.
I'm finna run.
I'm just saying, though.
I'm about to run up out of here.
It definitely matters.
Man, guys, that is so good. And also, somebody is waiting for your testimony. Yeah. Somebody is really waiting. There's a multitude of people waiting for what you have to say. Like, what you have to say and your spin on it is no different from anybody else. You go to the grocery store. It's one product that has 1,000 different brands, and people still buy all them brands. Like, somebody needs what you have to say. Trey, thank you.
Thank you. I need a day without Phoenix.
Thank you. Oh my God. Guys, thank you for watching another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with Coach Trey. Trey, thank you for coming in today. I needed this episode. I'm glad we rolled it back. Because the last one was good, but this one was...
I don't even remember the last one, but I'm cool because I had so much more on my mind. I needed to vent it out.
Yeah.
I'm glad I came because I need to get it out.
That's good. See, that's always being in the right place.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching another episode of the Middle Child Podcast with your girl, Royal Bowes, and Coach Trey. As always, you are appreciated here. You are loved here. And most of all, you are seen here. Until next time, have a good day.